Wow. It is such a rare pleasure and honor to look out on such a big and fabulous crowd and see so many friends and allies in the audience tonight. And of course, we're especially grateful to see so many new faces here. It's a record by a long shot. If this is your first Allies dinner, can you please raise your hand for a minute? Can we get some lights? Can you see? Look around. This is incredible. There are hundreds and hundreds of new people here tonight. This is the future of our movement. This is how momentum grows. If we keep up this work, we're going to be too big for this room next year. This room. And in a few years, we'll be too big for any building to hold us. And if we keep at it, I believe that we can have enough support to turn this state around and push it forward and fill that whole Capitol with fair-minded candidates. It can happen. So I just want to start off by giving a special thanks to all of the newcomers for joining us. And I hate to play favorites, but I have to admit, I'm particularly happy to see one particular face here tonight. My brother John is here from New Jersey, and it's his first Allies dinner too. 20 years ago, John came out to me when I had just finished my first year of college. And with that single brave act, he taught me how to take pride in myself and my friends and my family. Of course, John knows that he's not the only reason that I do this work. We have 2,300 reasons in this room here tonight. But he was my first inspiration for doing this work, and for that, I'll always be grateful. So thank you, John. It's good to see you here. We're all in this together, and there's never been a better time or a better place to be doing this work than right here, right now. As you've just heard, we've made tremendous gains in the last year. New cities, new schools adopting anti-discrimination policies. And now, all eyes are on Utah. The whole country knows that if we can bring equality here, we can bring it anywhere, and we will. This is our commitment to you. We will not stop doing what we do until we achieve total equality in every corner of this state. And if it's your first time here tonight, you're probably wondering, who are we and how are we going to do that? What is it exactly that Equality Utah does? So let's start off just with who we are. When I look around at this room, it is almost impossible to believe, but the truth is that Equality Utah has only 5 full-time employees. Brandy, Tika, Sarah, Alejandro, and Max. I mean, just imagine what it takes to put this event together with a staff of that size. They are tireless and they are tenacious. They are a lean, mean, nonprofit machine, no question. They do too many fantastic things for me to list them all tonight. We'd be here all night, but I do want to give you just some of the highlights so you know what it is that we do. First, as you've already seen dramatically tonight, we endorse candidates. Every year, we reach out to every single candidate in every electoral race in this state. That's more than 200 cities and 29 counties. We conduct dozens of interviews, ask hundreds of questions, all to help you identify the fair-minded candidates in our state. Once we've endorsed candidates, we don't stop there. We think carefully about where your money and your time and effort will make the most impact. When we identify some tight races, we help out our candidates by reaching out directly to Utah voters, knocking on doors, handing out flyers, and making thousands of phone calls. Second, we help you lobby your government to secure equal protections for lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender Utahns and your families. In cities and towns across the state, we conduct trainings, organize town halls, and arrange meetings with school boards, city councils, and state legislators. And we come with you to those meetings and stand alongside you and help you explain by telling your story why everyone needs the protection of our laws. We teach you how you can become a delegate in your party so you can go to the caucus as a Republican or a Democrat and put fair-minded candidates on your ballot. And finally, of course, everyone's favorite, we are advocates. We fight for your rights. In the next year, we are going to build a campaign, a grassroots campaign for equality, the likes of which this state has never seen. We're going to stand up for equality all over this state, in our courts, in our capital, and in our communities. And not just for equality in employment and housing. We're going to stand up for marriage and adoption, in hospitals and in schools. But as we do this work, of course, we always have to remember, as many people have said tonight, starting with Mr. Redford, this work is about more than just policy and politics. It's personal. It's personal for me, and we know that it's personal for you. That's why you're here. And in the next year, we're going to do everything in our power to make sure that equality becomes personal for everyone. Our work is not done until everyone in this state understands that we all need a job and a home and the ability to protect and honor our families. Thank you. Now, next, we just want to show you just one example of how we're going to do that in the next year, how we're going to help Utahns understand that equality is personal by showing how a statewide non-discrimination law can protect us in our everyday lives. So please, have a look.